to the Constant Complete podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, my friend Matt with Outlaw Gaming TV, and climbing from the bottom of a red Solo cup. Fist Cake, how's it going?
You feel me up. This is not a Solo cup, but it is red, so...
Oh, shit. There you go.
What can you do? How's it going, boys? How's it going?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We actually have news today. Oh, my God. What? Stuff to talk about? This is crazy. But
see, this is the best part of the podcast is because like we're pretending that we haven't talked for like the last half hour. Yeah. So now we had to like talk to each other again.
Oh, how's it going? I love that. My day's going good. I haven't spoke to you at all today. Literally, you just came on and we just started.
Oh man, I just happened to hop on this Skype call. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Is this a podcast?
It's like I hop on at the same time almost every week. I think
so
it might
bananas.
be every week.
Oh shit! And you know what?
Well, careful or observant listeners and watchers will notice that. Well, actually, just the watchers will notice that we were an hour late. That's because of me. I apologize.
It's fine.
EBS
You ever
friends.
try to climb out of a fucking Solo cup?
Yeah, it takes
I
a
did
while.
apparently.
It
No,
takes
I did.
a while.
It's slippery. That foam really just gets everywhere.
It's not foam.
I don't know. I'm just
It's
making
because
jokes about beer.
the ridges are on the outside, but on the inside you can't like actually grip them. It's really weird.
Yeah,
So,
it's dumb. I hate it.
You know how cups be and stuff.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna start with what we played this week. Fitzcake, why don't you start us off?
Well, what did I play this week? Oh yeah, I forgot to write this down, but I'll just do that right now. And Monday we played some. Oh wow, I put Dead Souls 2. It's Dark Souls 2. We played Dark Souls 2. And I finally have gotten super strong enough to carry 2 giant-ass swords around and to wield them successfully. That part was actually off-stream, but we saw like the rise from carrying a giant lance around, wearing heavy armor, to me being half naked, just carrying a giant sword around instead. Like, but this is gut sword, so I'm just gonna use this now. Oh, I can have 2. Oh, yeah, I would have 4 if I could.
Better.
But yeah.
I don't have 4 of
I
them.
don't have enough arms. Fucking do the One Piece thing with the guy that can wield the 3 swords or whatever. Oh,
or
God.
like General Grievous and just spin him around.
Commander Kenobi. Anyways, so we played that. We're going to play some more next week, right?
Well, tomorrow.
As far as I know.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, that's wow. Time flies. So, yeah, we can see the dual-wielding greatsword mastery tomorrow evening.
No. Fuck the dual-wielding greatswords, okay? It's all about how you dual-wield those fucking whips, am I right? Dun, 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 dun. That's what I do. Yeah.
Matt, I don't want to be a dick, but this is my time.
Okay.
If you want to talk about your dual-wielding thing on your time,
okay,
that's fine.
You're right. I didn't.
I'm just.
I pulled a Spencer.
Now, I will say, the dual-wielding whips, it's pretty fucking sick. Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
But that's your
You
time.
think it's pretty sick too?
Yeah, no, it's pretty sick. Okay, all right. That's so sweet.
I'm
As long as
that
we all agree.
I'm glad that you both have come to terms with each other's sickness.
Dude, you're pretty fucking sick. No, you, dude. Oh, God. Other than that, I played a lot of Bloodborne this week. I finally got past the Blood-Starved Beast. And I saw like a lot, like before I played the Blood-Starved Beast again, because I played against him for like an hour straight, could not beat him. I'm like, all right, tell me what I need to do, Internet. And the Internet was like, go to the left. They're right, but you're left. Just dodge to the left. I'm like, oh, okay. Also, afterwards, try to get kidnapped by a giant man with a giant sack. Oh, okay, all right.
Yep.
So I did all that. I did defeat the Blood-Starved Beast and beat him on my 3rd try this time. Nice. If I remember correctly, it was like 3rd or 4th try. So a total of like 23 or 24 times, no big deal.
Right.
I did that, and then I tried to find it took me a while to find the keepers is what they're called, the guys with the sacks. I'm like, I see these giant guys with the giant sticks, and I stumbled across the ghost thing that if I was investigating this dead body, and then like a giant explosion happened near me, and this just giant ghost body grabbed me and like crushed me.
Yep.
I was like,
void thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I have
The
no idea. I was just
monster?
like, all I saw was the hand and the arms. I was so confused. I was like, what's going? Oh, I'm dead. Okay, cool.
There's one thing that like picks you up and puts you and like just like tosses you through like a portal or some shit.
That's later. No spoilers, Spencer.
Jesus.
Oh, you won't expect it anyways. You'll forget.
I'll never forget. Yeah. I'll never forget. No, I'll never see it coming. So I did get kidnapped, and that was pretty cool. I did enjoy that little cutscene. Like you actually saw through like the sack lens or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It's a nice little detail they had. And then I haven't really gotten. I mean, I've been able to like escape that area and look around and investigate what I need to do. And then basically TLDR, I got into the witches of blah blah blah. I can't remember their name.
Oh,
Or the plot twist.
Helmsworth?
Hemlock.
Hemlock, that's right. Where the plot twist is that
Helmsworth.
They're
Australian.
There's two. Didgeridoo, getting my kangaroo, mate. That's what Australians sound like, right?
Didgeridoo.
Did you beat the witches?
Well, no, because I got through the first one and I would drop my guard. I'm like, oh, well, this is easy peasy. And then the next one appeared. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And then like I got bombarded by 4 stabby witch ladies or whatever they are, whatever they summon. I guess it's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
You should. I made a super cut. Not really. I don't know, really, like a highlight cut of Matt and Coulter fighting the witches of Hemlock.
Yeah.
And they came up with a pretty good strategy on how to best face them down. So if you're interested, it's on our YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. I didn't check that out.
Before we had like this huge epic stream. Played it for like
because you like played it for like a I was gonna say you almost played it for like a day straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. But you can literally just search like Witches of Hemlock, and it's like it's its own video. I made like a boss series, and then I did not finish it.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'll have to definitely check it out so I can get some more hints. But yeah, I think it's just like I got careless because like, oh, this is it. What the? No, I didn't. I'm not prepared for this. No, God. And I will say the only complaint I have about the game, I don't know if it's the difference between Dark Souls in this game or it's just it's actually like a bad mechanic, is that like you actually have to buy your healing items. Like I get that you have to buy the antidote and whatnot because you had to do that with Dark Souls, but with Bloodborne you actually had to like physically make sure you can go out and buy blood vials and shit.
I mean, you can farm blood vials.
Yeah, you can farm them from.
Yeah, no,
specific
it's
enemies.
not. It's not hard. It's just the fact that you have to like. It's like an extra step. It's an extra step to do. It's like, okay, I have to go do this real quick. Fucking get my bullets and get my bullets and my blood vials real quick.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember that being a thing, but I'm trying to remember. Like, what did you guys do to get around that specifically? You guys just knew like what enemies to go at to get a bunch of them, right? Because
I mean,
like
you can
how many you can hold, right?
No, you can.
No,
hold
it's
like
also
20.
relatively cheap. Yeah, it's just
it is different.
It's just like doing the extra step, I guess. It's just like this is not a necessary step to have. Like I guess I get it, but it's like, I don't know.
I mean, me and Coulter played that whole game through with the co-op.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we had to necessarily farm blood vials.
Like really farm them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like once or twice, and that was only. They weren't even like full stacks. It was like, oh, we just need like 5 or 6 more, and that's like 2 or 3 of those big giant fat guys or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it didn't really affect
like
us.
the overall like throughout the game type stuff.
Gotcha. Well, maybe it's just a me thing then, I guess.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have that same criticism where they're like, I don't want to farm stuff. Like, well, if you're bad, you have to farm stuff. If you're good, you don't have to.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Hold on.
Well, I'm not saying you're bad,
also,
but what I'm saying is that it's like a like it didn't really affect me and him. So again,
if you're
not negatively, anyways.
If you're really bad, you might not have to farm them, if only because you always die before getting a chance to use them.
If you're really bad, you won't be able to farm at all, and you'll be stuck in a rut. But I mean, you'd literally have to be a blind man playing the game to be that bad. Like again, it's not even like it's literally a minor inconvenience, but it's like the only inconvenience I find in the game. Like I enjoy it, everything else. Mm-hmm. I've been enjoying the Kirk hammer, even though everybody that shows up to randomly criticize what I'm playing, why are you doing a strength build? Strength builds suck. I'm like, well, I don't fuck. This is the first
Why
time
don't
I'm
you
playing
let
the
me play
fucking
the
game.
game how I want to play it, you bitch? I had a lot of people be like, why are you using the threaded cane? Because I like it. I like the threaded cane. Well, you're 2 bounces away from the end. There are other better weapons. It's not a cane, though, that turns into a whip.
It's too
Like,
late. I can't back out. Yeah, but I've
Idiots.
investigated like weapons to check out, but even all the other strength weapons are like I can either pick a giant wheel or I can pick
I
a
forgot about
sword
the
that's
wheel.
kind of cool. And even like the wheel's like, okay, you can either do damage normally with a strength, or you can. I think the transform mode like scales with your blood tinge or whatever it's called. If I remember correctly, I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
I remember
That
some
also
being
adds
weird about the
buffs
wheel.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can talk about that all day. Instead, I'll just play it from 7 to 11 next Thursday. See you there. Okay. And then in my free time, because I can't play these other 2 games, I've been playing. I got Prey and Prey Moon Crash for sale on the computer, and I've been playing a lot of Prey Moon Crash. And
How was that?
it's actually I enjoy it. It's pretty interesting how they set it up. If you're really worried about spoilers, they don't really explain. I'm not gonna like explain like, oh, and this is why you're fighting on the moon because it's a giant demon. No, I have no idea. I haven't gone that far. Basically, the premise is you play as a guy who is like stuck on this like orbit or this satellite or whatever, and all he does, his entire job is to like analyze files and figure out stuff. And the people who do whoever runs the bases on the moon and the satellite, I can't remember what they are, Pythagoras, something like that.
Pythagoras?
Maybe I think it's like slightly off of that. Like that'd be
Last name, Theorem.
Yeah, the theorem facilities. No, basically like, okay, here's one last job you gotta do, and then you can go home. And then the way it works is that you play basically you're simulating like all the recovered data from the moon and what happened on there. And the way they set it up, like the first, like you play one character and he's kind of like basically your introduction character. Like this is the new mechanics. This is what's new to this version of the game. And then basically from that point on, after that guy, it's like, okay, here's all these billions of optional objectives you can complete. Here's how you unlock the other 4 characters. Good luck. Yeah, and the cool thing is like in between characters, because basically each character's main mission is just to get off the moon. But if you like fight the mimics and stuff, if you do optional objectives, you get basically simulation points, which you can use to buy stuff for your next character that you play as. And
Did
you
the
kind of
characters
like
ever come in contact, as far as you know?
you do see the other characters. It's just they're all either usually dead. From what I've encountered, they're dead. So it's either like what am I trying to say? Basically, I mean, from what I can tell, every other character that you would see that you play as is dead, or you find like an object of theirs, and that's how you get to play them. And the other interesting aspect about it is there's a corruption level, which is basically the longer you're in the simulation, the more corrupted the game or the simulation gets, which makes the enemies harder. But also like there's like a little sweet point between each level of corruption where like the game kind of glitches out and you can get items to like revert your simulation back of like a few seconds or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's cool.
And then besides all that, after like you either get all your characters out or they all die or whatever, the simulation restarts and then like everything's randomized again. Like it's not always the same thing. So
Yeah, it has roguelike elements.
yeah. I'm kind of confused because I thought there was supposed to be a multiplayer mode with this, but if there is, I haven't been able to find it. So I don't know if I'm just missing something.
I think it's regular Prey has the multiplayer.
Regular Prey? Okay, maybe that's what it is. Well then,
I wonder if maybe because you can finish the simulation, right? Like you can beat it.
Yeah, there's an end game.
There's an end game.
Yeah,
So,
the objective is to get everybody out.
I wonder if for each person you get out, you are able to find them inside the next simulation if you play as somebody else. Like instead of finding
Well,
them
the
being
cool
dead, you would find them being alive. Interesting.
I haven't gotten that far into that yet, but the other cool thing is like not besides like they're already dead, but like if you do die as a previous character and you play as a different character, if you go to that same spot, your dead body will be there, or they'll be resurrected by the mimics and shit. So
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
there's like a lot of like really cool like small things. It's like, okay, all right, Prey, you came back. All right, I have a reason to play you again. All right,
Nice.
but I think that's pretty much. I had to check out that multiplayer because I do want to play that because that's just basically fucking prop hunt, and that's my shit.
Yeah,
As
I've
the
never
kids
played
say.
Prop Hunt, so
I also have never played Prop Hunt.
Oh,
we'll have to play
dude.
it sometime.
Oh, bro. No. All right. But that is it for me. What have you two been up to?
We've been playing kind of a wide variety of games.
Yeah.
So just going through the week, Monday we played Dark Souls 2 with you. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We had some good times. I like our dynamic, but also like the way we go through the game is kind of funny. Just I don't know. It's just a good time.
Each section 4 times, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all like overbuffed and overpowered, but
And
it's
the
still
more we do it,
I enjoy
the more we're just like, just follow Coulter.
it.
He knows where to go
Mhm.
Yeah.
and kill things.
Yeah. Calder has a great understanding of geometry,
Well, geography,
geography,
like
and
in
games.
games, yeah.
And geometry. He's good at math. But
He said a word wrong.
I mean, like literally, he just remembers where to go. Like he doesn't look it up. He just like remembers from last time he played. Then again, when he does play a game, we've already established this. He plays it a lot,
Yeah.
yeah.
usually beating it multiple times with different characters.
Usually I'm like a one and done.
Hmm.
Anyways,
But-
Tuesday we did
council.
the council, and I've never seen a game take more of a nosedive than this game.
I forgot about that. I always forget about the fucking council. It's just a curse.
Yeah, yeah. That game, it's just
It's
just like
worse
falling
and
apart.
worse. Yeah.
Like it seems like you can see where they want it to be really intriguing and like they want it to be, to have a certain effect, but it's just like becoming more and more just, all right, let me just expend these resources and just auto win every interaction that I have now, and without even thinking about necessarily what it means. Just like, well, he's vulnerable to this, fuck it.
I want to say that,
Yeah.
regardless of what you,
Like, of what the context is or what you're actually even saying, because it's still gonna win.
well, that and
Yeah.
honestly, usually those are the win conditions on the conversations. Like even if they were vulnerable to something, I think the way that they would have to flip that up is you'd have to actually know what the correct response is, or what a
Yeah, regardless of whether or
adequate-
not they're vulnerable.
well, and then even if they're vulnerable to that, it still could count as like a confrontation loss. Because just
Yeah.
because you're exploiting a vulnerability doesn't mean that that was the right course of action.
Yeah.
But that's not what they do.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do better with that. Like if it was a lot shorter, wasn't episodic. I actually want to see a Council 2 or like something made by these same developers after they've learned what they've messed up with this game.
Yeah.
Because it is a very good premise. It's a very good system. It's just they have to work out the kinks and stuff. It's a very rough first draft, I guess.
Yeah. Is it just me, or like the first couple episodes, at least the first one, it felt like that there were options that were actually incorrect in a conversation. But now it feels like there's no incorrect option. There's just an option that is more convincing than others.
It's because we know all the weaknesses and stuff. Like we've talked to the people for 2 episodes now. We're on like episode 3 now or 4?
3.
3. So we know their weaknesses. We know their strengths. They're not introducing new characters.
Right.
So it's just gonna be like, we know what this guy is. Okay, are we good at this? No.
Well, yeah,
okay. Is
but
there
I guess
something else we can do?
It
Okay,
seems
we
like
can
all
do
the
that, I
options
guess.
that they give you, it's not about like whether or not you're actually correct, but it's like all the options you get, regardless if it's vulnerable or invulnerable, they're all like correct options.
Oh well, we've only ever done the correct one, so
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing.
I guess what I'm trying to say is the vulnerabilities and invulnerabilities just determine which type of argument is going to be most convincing, but you're still basically saying the same thing for each one
Well, there's
of
a
them.
couple ones that were
Slightly
you were
different?
basically saying, "Let me fucking finish my sentence, you
Sorry.
bitch." That were basically the same thing, but I think the mass majority of them were opposites.
Okay.
I think you're just totally wrong.
All right. Well, that's why I said, is there anybody else? That we're gonna like use
And
words
nobody
like that?
else. It was just you.
Okay, dude. Fuck you. No.
Well, again, like we always pick the right answer because we know it immediately, and it's just they don't
Mm-hmm.
have enough variation. It's not that you're wrong. It's just that you've known it. Like it's like why can't we get anything wrong? It's because we're too good. We know everything about the people
Mm-hmm.
that we're fighting against.
And even if we
And
don't,
why
know
would
it,
we?
we can just use an item that reveals the answer to us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we've stocked up on everything. Except for royal jellies are kind of almost getting to be a problem. Almost,
Yeah.
but they're
It's
not
like right
quite.
on the edge.
Not quite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's almost there, but it's not quite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the stat system seems totally arbitrary now. As
Yeah.
long as you have a point in something, like you're good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this costs 4. Why do I give a shit? I got 5 items that give me my next thing for free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care. Just give me the option.
Yeah. The whole skill system after a while seems to be.
I also noticed that they stopped giving us books.
Yeah, we're just randomly all of a sudden we're like running out of books.
That's right. Yeah, like the entirety of chapter 3, we have yet to find a new book, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're speedrunning this game. It's like the developers are like, this is trash. We got to get them through this as quick as possible.
Like, all right, we got a good first episode. Now, what about the rest of the game?
Oh, fuck. We didn't think people actually buy it.
Oh, people bought this? Fuck. God damn it.
Get
But yeah,
Jim.
again, like,
He needs to write some more shit. No, we don't need an editor. It doesn't matter if there's a bunch of spelling mistakes.
Aren't they also like French too?
I don't know who they're. I don't know.
I have no
Commies.
idea, but again, commies. Again, it doesn't need to be episodic. It needs to be a little bit shorter. And I think it'd be a fantastic game. Like if it was just like the 2 or 3 episodes long, I don't think it would overstay its welcome because that's like what 2-3 hours of gameplay for. I guess. Well, no, it's like what? It's always like an hour and a half when we play it, right? Or
Yeah.
3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So roughly like maybe 6 to 8 hours. So if you may
Tops.
drop the price down the price a little bit, polish it up, that'd be perfectly fine. It's just for some reason they're pushing the whole Telltale thing. It's like, no, you don't have the credentials for that. Sorry, bud.
Not
Also-
even Telltale has the credentials for that.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. The
Yeah,
first time
and-
I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then as you keep going, you realize that they're literally just taking major storyline stuff and just like burying it, just to keep like the feeling like there's still something going to be happening.
Yeah.
And they don't give you the chance to figure any of it out. They only you only figure stuff out at like linear releasing information moments in the game.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Also, the transitions suck. It's always like, this is like 100 hours from the point you left the game, but we're going to go back now to the point where you left the game after this scene in the game. Anyways, here you go. What the fuck? What?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of their
What
breaks
the
are
fuck?
really bad.
Yeah. The biggest one was after we got drunk with Elizabeth.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And then after that, like the next time around, it's like nothing happened.
Nobody talks about it. You don't talk about it.
And didn't we get stabbed or some shit?
Yeah.
And like it's like it never happened.
Well, we didn't get stabbed. It just showed a knife. So who knows? Maybe she just killed herself. I don't know. Or maybe mom came back
Or
and she's
maybe
like,
she
I'm
just-
going to get you.
Maybe she's just into like holding knives at people's throats, like in a sexual way.
Yeah, I don't know. We should have gone with what's her face.
Yeah, we should have. That was a mistake.
Well, we did.
Anyways,
Technically, we did.
Well, later on,
later on, but then then we played Spelunky with Coulter and D.
right? That was fun.
It was fun.
That was
Alright.
kind of a throwback for us because we used to play that
Can
game all the
you
time.
do me a favor and kind of give me a quick rundown of what Spelunky is? I've never actually even seen, like, I've seen like maybe snippets of it. Is it just like a Metroidvania Explorer thing or nope?
No, it's
Okay.
a roguelike platformer. So you go through like levels, like in Isaac, where you have like the mines and stuff like that, but it's all platforming. So you don't really get items. Like you get items, there's like shotguns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
And there's shops.
there's
usually.
like 8 or 10 items. There's not that
yeah.
many.
And the basic thing is there's I think 4 main areas in the game, and for each area there's 3 levels that you have to get through, and you're basically, just like the name suggests, you're spelunking into these like further down into this place, and each area has like a theme to it. Like the first one is like
Mines.
like mines, and the next one's like jungle, and then they have like an ice-based one, and you get down to the very end, and it has kind of a like an Indiana Jones type feel, like an explorer thing where there's you find treasure, and there's like bits where there's like an altar where you can sacrifice things on and get like other stuff, and it gets kind of interesting, but for the most part, it's a very simple game when it comes to just the initial mechanics and like how it works, and you kind of get the gameplay loop pretty quickly. Like if you play through a couple of times on the first couple of floors, you'll figure out basically what it is. It's just get from point A to point B. Here's all the stuff on the way. Sometimes you have a shop. And
you have a shop on every floor.
Well, yeah, you have a shop on every floor, but there's also like a black market you can go to, which is cool.
Yeah, there's there's a hidden path and all sorts of other stuff.
The main enjoyment of the game is it's pretty
It's hard as hell. It's really hard.
Oh boy.
And you only have, I think, a couple of hits before you're dead.
Yeah, so you have spikes that instant kill you no matter how high your HP is. You have 4 HP to start with, but you can get more. You can kill shopkeepers, but then
every other shopkeeper in the entire game
shopkeeper is pissed at you, so they'll hunt you down
on
with
the floor.
shotguns,
Oh, shit.
and then they'll have a shopkeeper at the exit
of the level, guarding it because they know you're coming. It's pretty crazy. It's actually like a little bit creepy. It's like they know where you're at and they're coming for you.
Yeah.
So
But
you would
really
kill them to
beneficial.
begin with. You would kill them to begin with because you want to steal items or something, or
To steal items.
So if you find a shop that has a lot of really good stuff, but you don't have the money to buy it, you can just kill them and take all the items.
Yeah.
And if you know that you can survive the next couple of floors with them, you can also take all their items too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm very bad at it. I'm very, very bad at it.
Back when Matt and I were wanting to do more like first impressions type stuff, where we were like literally sending developers like requests to review their game. This was a long time ago. This was the first game we ever did an impression on, and I remember I tried to be so much like Northern Line when we did it. And I was actually so bad at the game and had quite a few inaccuracies in because I was trying to tell like how to play it. And
No, we weren't trying to be like Northern. We were trying to be like Total Biscuit.
either one.
No, because Northern Line doesn't really. I think we're definitely trying to do the more
I have a
Total
very
Biscuit.
clear memory of you being like, dude, you kind of sound like Northern Line. I'm like, yeah, I was trying to sound like him.
I think maybe you just made that up.
I
Anyways,
don't think I did. But it doesn't
so we
matter.
played Spelunky. That was fun. On Wednesday, we played Octopath, which is real good.
Yeah.
Thursday, did we stream Thursday?
No, we went and saw a movie.
Yeah. So we saw The Meg. That movie sucks. Never see it.
No, it's terrible.
Friday,
even Jason Statham hates it.
Friday, we played Siege, which was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Saturday, we played
Some Melee.
and then my finger hurt.
So we played like a short. It was like an hour less than usual.
Yeah.
Which finger did you hurt?
His middle finger on
Middle
his
finger.
left hand, and it's weird because the finger's not even used for anything. But
Yeah.
I guess holding the controller.
Yeah, gripping probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just affects randomly, so you never know.
Yeah.
You never know which one you gotta lose first. So
Right.
I would just take an evening off and just cut it off and call it good.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, just fucking nip it in the bud.
And we kind of decided to just do Melee also on Sundays instead of Smash 4.
Yeah,
until
Ultimate comes out.
So
There you go.
I'm just kind of sick of Smash 4. I'd rather play Melee.
well, the value doesn't seem to be really there anymore until Ultimate comes out, because it seems like Ultimate's just going to replace Smash 4.
Oh yeah, it will.
So
Also, there wasn't like a big stink at Evo about the final Smash 4 players or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah,
Where they just were dumb
they
idiots.
basically
literally just stood
taunting
there and
each other,
shot at
yeah.
each other as Bayonetta for like almost 2 minutes or something
No,
like
it
that.
was longer than that. It was like 3 minutes or something. It was crazy. It was stupid.
And they were just laughing, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
This is like the
Yeah.
biggest.
biggest stage for your game, and you're being a dumbass.
And there's like sponsors and shit, and like you're just making everyone look bad. So
Yeah, there's a crazy thing because like I always hear people talking shit about Smash, but then like people like I actually like I talk to you guys and I interact. I don't interact, but like follow other people on Twitter about it, and they're cool. So I'm trying to find out where all of this comes from, but I mean it's
the
just
hate
probably
for Smash.
Yeah, it's because the FGC doesn't think we're a real fighting game.
Yeah, the like the other fighting game people.
Yeah.
they kind of. I think a lot of it's tongue in cheek. Like the commentators, I feel like it's more tongue in cheek. But the overall community seems to be like, oh, this is just like a kids game. We don't take them seriously. And so, in fact, there have been a couple of times where like a commentator will say something about Smash, they'll be at the same event as Smash, and they'll be like, dude, I was watching some Melee earlier, and that game's hard. I don't know how you guys play that.
Yeah,
and the guy's like commentating for Street Fighter or something like that.
Oh, Street Fighter's like way slower. I switched from Dragon Ball Fighters to Street Fighter like a million years ago. Oh, I actually probably like 2 months ago. And it was like, no, you gotta stop playing as an anime fighter. You gotta go slower. I'm like, I don't know how. Why would I go slower in a fight? It doesn't make sense. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
No,
because it's all
before
about the footsies and timing.
Yeah. Before I digress again.
Right. But yeah, so we decided just to do that. So Saturday and Sunday are just gonna be Melee. And then I mean we're already 30 minutes in, but I did want to mention that we did play a bit of Battlefield 4.
Not Battlefield 4, you dipshit.
Sorry.
Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4. It's because it started with a B. We played a little bit of Black Ops 4. Matt played a little bit yesterday, and then we both played today.
Yeah, I think I'm finally at the age now where I'm totally over Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Like as a mode.
As a mode. Because I played pretty much exclusively that, and I played a little bit of their new heist mode, which is really weird because it's kind of like a mix between Siege and CS:GO.
Yeah,
Don't
you have
yawn. This is interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Don't look
heist
at
mode,
me. Stop.
You buy your weapons as you go, just like in
Yeah.
CS:GO. But then also there's like other weird factors too. I don't remember all the details, but it's interesting.
Mhm.
It's definitely different though, because for all the other modes, you're like unlocking weapons to have on your loadout as you're playing through, because it's one of those persistent leveling systems that they always have. But in this one, I don't think that you're really limited except for what's available in the shop, and so it's like a different economy.
Yeah.
And it's just because obviously it's like CS:GO, so they need to have weapons available for you to buy so that you can actually do stuff as you
But
play
I mean,
through.
it seemed cool. I might play more of it.
But yeah, Matt was having a hard time just because Team Deathmatch seems kind of like I don't want to say mindless, but it's just like the
It just seems unfair.
yeah.
Like where you're like, all right, everybody's pushed up, like, and then the enemies start spawning on the other side, but you're back on the other side where you just were, and then they shoot you from behind, and you're like, it's a fun game. So I'm like, I was over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks pretty interesting. I saw Butternut and some other people play it, and I like the grappling
mechanics
hook
are
thing.
solid.
yeah, it
Yeah, it looks
plays
pretty
super
cool.
Smooth.
Yeah.
It's like really satisfying to play.
Yeah. Oh
But
God,
yeah,
I might have to buy another Black Ops. Fuck.
Overall, I mean, definitely positive
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah, I was telling Matt that I think playing Siege so much has kind of changed like the focus on the type of mode that we like to play, because I feel like now there's more value in having a team and having like an objective or like working towards a singular goal versus just having team deathmatch where you run around and kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys just got to get ready for that battle royale mode. That's all you got to do, and then you'll find your true calling to life.
Right. Yeah. Fucking hell.
And then obviously we played World of Warcraft.
Yeah. And we're getting ready for the new expansion. It's dropping on Tuesday, so it's gonna be pretty exciting.
Is that the battle for Azeroth?
Yeah.
Or is that?
Battle
I thought it was
for
already happening.
Azeroth.
Never mind. This is like all like a precursor to Battle of Azeroth you've been playing, or
Yeah.
Stuff leading up to it,
okay. Well, that's kind of cool.
and just playing
yeah.
the game in general, really.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
yeah, that took a while, but
35
it's our
minutes
show,
in,
so
so
do what we want.
fuck you. So let's move on to the first topic here.
Eat shit, nerds.
And we got here first on the list. Let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 and the gameplay trailer that just dropped like the other day. Looks pretty interesting. They showed off a lot of cool features. I I like the announcer girl that just kind of brings you through it all. She says everything in such a deadpan way. She's talking
You
about
will
like,
skin
how you have the
and
option
farm
to,
these
like,
animals alive, and then you will bring them to the camp so they can feed off of them. You will
So you
also
can-
go on a murderous killing rampage as
You
you
could murder them.
annihilate an entire town. No
Yeah.
remorse.
Yeah,
Okay, lady, calm down. Jesus.
Yeah, she seems like she has no emotional connection at all to the devious actions you take.
You're like, I gotta go kill these fucking deer so I can get my social links up.
Oh, God,
Social links.
But that's how they got it. The camps, you're like, oh, your people will, like you, and you unlock new missions. That sounds like social links to me. Look at
No, you're right. I mean,
Red Dead
it's,
Persona.
I would love a Red Dead Persona, but unfortunately, I don't think
there's
we'll ever see
no
that.
high schools in that time period where you can spend most of your day.
I mean, the only crossover we've had so far is Persona with Fire Emblem. I think it's going to be a little bit along down the way before we get Persona and Rockstar to make Atlas and Rockstar to make a game together. But
I think that's probably that's really not going to
never.
happen.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's a never. Probably not happening ever.
But yeah, some of the stuff that they brought in seems really cool. They have melee fighting, and it seems to be pretty. I mean, it like a satisfying level of depth. I wouldn't say it's like super deep, but it looks pretty cool. You can hit people with your pistol. You can grapple with them. It seems, which is nice.
They added like a new conversation thing. So instead of like, hey, I'm gonna run up to this blue marker on my map and then try to save this guy. Now you can be like, fuck him.
You have the option to do any type of action. Really, you can defuse situations. You can just rob people, make enemies, make friends. This was what they were saying.
Intimidate a witness.
Intimidate witness. I thought that was funny. You just shot next.
Yeah,
to
that's
him,
really
like,
good.
Fuck.
Instead of, before you just had to shoot everybody, but now you're like, hey, shut the fuck up. Okay, thank you.
It's
okay, now crazy. I can trust you completely for some reason. That's fine.
In a way, they found out how to create non-lethal options that actually make the game kind of more badass.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of weird playing as John Marston, and you're like, I'm an old outlaw. I'm not an outlaw anymore. And then you're like shooting up an entire town, and then all the witnesses you have to kill too. It's like, no, I don't do that stuff anymore. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Don't
go.
Are you all right? I had to shoot you. Sorry.
You're running pretty far.
So that's pretty cool. It was funny. They were talking about the how the different horses, there's like different types, and they have different things that they're better at than others, and you can take care of the horse and brush it. I'm just looking over at Matt, and I'm like, oh fuck, here it goes. Because anytime there's ever like a pet system, I'm like, Matt, you're probably not even gonna play the game. You're just gonna be like a stable owner, and that's all you're gonna do.
I don't do.
Matt,
this
you ready
anymore.
to posse up? We gotta do a gang war. Hold on, I'm still brushing the horse. Its mane's
You think
not
my
quite
horse could
right.
die? I don't want to fight, guys. Horse is very important to me. His name is Thunder.
Can I ride on your horse? Can I get
Absolutely
on the back of your horse? I don't want to get my horse hurt.
So that's pretty cool. It seems like that they've just done a lot of work in trying to make things feel more alive. And the graphics look really good. And I hope that Rockstar doesn't have that much of a problem like other companies with showing graphics and then not delivering on the graphics. So you're probably going to get what you see, but there's still that fear. Like Watch Dogs really ruined it.
Well, they were Ubisoft, weren't they?
Yeah. But it's just like,
that's just an Ubisoft game. That's just what they do.
Other companies have done it now.
Yeah, like since Watch Dogs, it's become more apparent. It seems.
Yeah.
But
I think people are just looking for it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Rockstar making one game like every 10 years and just kind of thriving off that one game, they have no excuse or reason to not have a polished up version of a new game that they're going to thrive off and continue off for another 10 years.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be like fucking probably like 2025 before we see Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's probably true.
I'm going to do a really optimistic 3 years from now.
Gross.
Wow, that is really optimistic. But yeah, all the changes look cool. You have social links now that they're not called social links, but that's what they are.
You have relationships with people.
Yeah, you can have relationships.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Zephyroth.
Zephyroth.
Welcome to the chat.
Sephiroth. Boom, boom.
And
boom.
then what, they have like a base building thing.
Yeah, you can do a bunch of game-related stuff, or you can just not do the game-related stuff, which is cool that there's a choice. But apparently you get, like, taunted for not doing the stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about not, like, feeding your camp. Like, I feel like that's just going to be, like, a constant reminder, or like, it's going to, like, hold back progress. But other than that...
Fallout 4, we have a settlement that needs your help.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm like, nothing
the
could be
gang
worse
needs
than
food. The gang needs food. The gang needs guitars so they can, play themselves to sleep at night.
Of course. It's very important. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 looks like it's
shaping up to be quite nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
So I'm pretty pumped about that. We'll see how that goes.
I can't wait till they release it on PC 9 months after the console release.
Hopefully they don't do that, but
they will absolutely do that.
Okay, fine. It's Rockstar. I understand.
I thought they were releasing all in October, though.
No, just PlayStation and Xbox One.
Oh, that's right. We talked. Oh God.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hell, man. It's so disappointing.
Why?
Yeah.
They can double dip.
No, I know that, but it's just like then we all like if there's the offline, the online, then you guys can play, or me and Fiskate can play, but I can't have my own PC version, and everyone, it's just I like playing games with people and these types of games and being a part of a group of friends and going on adventures.
Yeah.
This is going to be great, Fiskate.
Yeah, like a normal person.
Have to play with Spencer.
In hell.
Oof.
Our next
it's like
story,
Zeroth says, your mule needs water.
Oh my God, I hope not. Our next story: Bethesda against cross platforms. So.
Not against.
Yeah, that's what he wrote in the thing. Basically, they're pressuring for
when I write down notes, I write down the most important parts of the thing. It doesn't make sense together. You just have to kind of analyze it. So that's on me. I'll take.
Yeah, I got you.
That's an L on me. I'm sorry.
But the article here, it says Bethesda spokesman ramps up pressure on PS4 for cross-console play, and this is in reference to Elder Scrolls Legends. He was saying that platforms that don't allow cross-console play may be cut out of the Elder Scrolls Legends launch later this year. So indirectly, shots fired.
Yeah.
And at first blush, it really.
Yeah, I mean, Sony's really going to be hurting when they don't get that sweet Elder Scrolls Legends money.
Yeah, but Matt,
no one ever.
You brought up a good point, kind of offline, that this has potential other connotations with it.
Yeah,
it being Bethesda.
Essentially, like this could be them like drawing their line in the sand, saying, "All right, cross it. I dare you."
Yeah, if you don't add crossplay, you might not get Fallout 76.
Which would be insane.
That would be a big power play.
That would be huge.
Oh, the balls on Todd Howard. They would have grown 3 times that day.
Do you think they would
God
actually do
Towered.
that, or do you think God Towered, or do you
Towered.
think like it would just be a bluff?
No, I think like what would they get from?
They have no reason. I mean, they would lose some money, but like they haven't really supported the Sony thing for a while. If you remember, Skyrim on PS4 has always been shit.
Well,
and
Sony,
PS3 always been shit.
With the whole mods fiasco and stuff like that, Sony really limited them to what they could add and what your stuff. So I'm sure there's some bad blood between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they have no reason to be like, yeah, no, try it. We dare you. What we're gonna do? Not have a shitty game on your system? Okay, great. We'll just have a polished game on every other system. Boo-hoo.
Right. Yeah. So that's gonna. I mean, that's really some interesting.
If they do that, this is all speculation.
Inside baseball here is potentially happening, and that was really the only reason why we wanted to bring that up. It's just I guess there's some more. Comments here. It says Hines said Bethesda is still discussing the matter with its platform partners, which basically means Sony. We kind of have a game that works one way across everywhere else except for on this one thing.
Sony.
Yeah, we can't be talking about one version of Legends where you take your progress with you and another version where you stay within that ecosystem or it's walled off from everything else. That is counter to what the game has been about.
Sony.
Yeah. That's what makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
We were all alive with the whole Fortnite thing.
Yeah.
Where you lock accounts.
I love how he's just like, I'm just telling you that's our stance. That's our intent, and that is our message. Like, take it or leave it, fuckers.
Sephiroth. Bethesda, the company who has more glitches and bugs in-game than player. Loves Skyrim, though. Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. I do think though that Elder Scrolls Legends, it's a potential like huge moneymaker because it's a card game and card games make lots of money. So
Well, with Legends, I feel like they don't have a whole lot to lose if they draw the same with that one to begin with,
Oh,
and then
they're definitely testing waters.
yeah,
because like with Legends, like I'm sure, I mean, I don't want to like bring up like I don't want to go down the Octopath Traveler like, oh, it's only 8 bits, so it can't be too hard to make. No, I completely agree with making any game is hard, but I feel like with Legends, it's probably like a more cost effective.
yeah, it's
that
definitely
game's like a lot more cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, try it, and then they lose out. Like, well, okay, sucks on this one. I guess you won't get fucking Fallout 76 and what's their space one? What's the space one that's coming out in 10 years from now?
Starfield.
Something. Yeah, might be Starfield. That doesn't sound quite
Starboy.
right.
Yeah.
Starboy.
Starboy.
By
and
Weekend.
Wonderlad.
Oh,
And Pulsar Man.
Pulsar.
That's his,
Oh,
that's the
God.
sound. That's the sound he makes. It's the
Yeah,
signature
no, we
sound.
got it.
All right, moving on. So up next, Resident Evil 2 Premium
Oh
Edition
yeah.
is selling for $900. Bizcake, why don't you go through what comes with this Premium Edition?
Okay, so let's just go down this list here by Polygon. The Premium Edition, it's a monstrous collector edition that comes around for about $900. It's called the Biohazard. Well, in the Japanese version, I'll probably switch over here. It's called the Biohazard RE2Z version Premium Edition, which is way too many letters and numbers for an edition to begin with.
But totally unexpected from a Japanese developer.
Yeah, well, that's true. And this version, this is like this version right here. It includes the game standard collector's edition, which, among other things, it has a dashing 12-inch tall statue of main character Leon, which with those kinds of things, it's probably like a plastic statue that will fall apart as soon as you open it up, or it's already broken, but who knows?
Yeah.
That shit better be made of marble.
It should, but then that would be a $1,800 collector's edition, as well as it also includes the soundtrack, which is cool, and an art book, which is also cool. That package, that package, just the statue and those two things, costs about $225.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Z version, what? It's the same thing. It's called includes what the hell?
Yeah,
so
it doesn't
confused.
tell you the difference in the name of the different editions.
Okay.
But there is another edition that goes crazier.
Yep. This next edition includes a quirky writer Bluetooth mechanical keyboard. Apparently, it is a very good keyboard, but essentially, if you play video games or do anything with video games, you're not going to want this keyboard anyways.
I don't know.
So
how
who's
you
it
could use this
for?
keyboard.
I guess Stephen King, if he wants to try to play some games at the same time. I guess I don't know.
Because it's literally a typewriter keyboard. Like the keys are typewriter keys. I zoomed in on the picture.
Zephyroth 900 with these guys. With what the hell these guys think money grows on trees? Well, they're hoping that people will buy this, and
people will.
Frankly, people will. There's no doubt about it because people love. There's fucking people who will buy it twice. One to actually have like a collector's edition to stow away, and one to actually play with.
Mm-hmm.
So some people buy this twice. Now the thing about the keyboard is like it is actually like top of the line stuff. It's like a good keyboard. It's a typewriter. Like that's not very video game friendly. So I don't know. That's just.
Do you think that little line break thing that they have, that little lever on the side,
the dinger?
Yeah, the little ching or whatever.
Okay, that was a ching.
Oh,
obviously, it's
that
a
will
ding.
Do you think you could just actually keybind that to some really cool shit in a game? Like that's your grenade button. Just.
Oh no, it's your reload, dude.
Oh, dude, that's actually a sick reload button. I don't know, dude.
It feels more
$900
powerful.
is seeming cheaper and cheaper.
But if you're doing like Resident Evil 2, you're not trying to kill everybody anyways. You're just trying to get the most cost-effective gun to ammo to zombie rage. Whatever. I've watched too many fucking Resident Evil games. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Adding up the cost of the collector's edition and the standard quirky Rider S, a little back of the napkin math tells me you're receiving roughly $475 worth of goods. So blah blah blah. What do you get for extra 425? Well, you get all four rules of the. Oh, I didn't see this part.
What? There's more.
You get all four rules of the collectible. For this next edition, you get all four rules of the collectible washi tape, known as masking tape in the United States. Basically, it's masking tape, but it has the ink ribbon for typewriters thing on it.
God, are
so
you
it
serious?
feels like you're playing the game and like you're saving your game, but in real life. But what else does it have? Oh, okay. Well, this is actually kind of it's not worth $425, but this is kind of cool.
Well, actually, whoa, man, I want this.
Well, hold on a second. I almost fell for it. It's got the four tapes have different logos on them, which actually I'll just put this in the chat since Sephiroth is hanging out. A keyboard with Bluetooth, he says. I hope it doesn't need to charge 24 hours to play 30 minutes. Well, again, you probably won't be playing too many games with that one because it's
But Bluetooth, man, that takes up all your fucking battery power, man.
Well, yeah, but again, you probably I don't even want to play it. Let's see here.
I'm so mad that this exists.
Well, the only cool thing about the tape is it has four different designs. It looks like the fourth design is like actual images from the game.
It's fucking tape.
Okay. Well, no, okay. I guess let me try to clarify. I'm not arguing with that. Is it worth $425? No. But it is it's cool, but it's not worth $400.
Fucking tape.
No, the picture is the pictures of the game. It's like images from the game in the tape. Is one of the things.
Well, click on it, man. I want to see it now.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I don't
But
get
yeah,
this.
it's at the very bottom here. It's limited privilege for Eat Capcom, the original design.
Oh, it
masking.
actually looks like tape, like
literally, you could
image
buy
tape.
this
keep out.
shit from
You can buy
Hot
the-
Topic.
Oh, you can buy
back
it
in
for very cheap.
2008.
Everything else.
But does it
Yeah.
have Raccoon Police RPD on it like this one does, dude?
You get a marker. It's
Hot
fucking
Topic?
tape.
If it's from Hot Topic, you probably could find one. But yeah. What else do you get? You also here we go. You receive two in-game items called Samurai Edge Chris and Samurai Edge Jill, which we have no pictures or information about that. And it's about characters that are not even in the game. So I wonder if it's like boost items, like kind of like from Resident Evil 7, like if you had the coins or whatever, you get like a certain percentage against boost and like blocking and shit.
Right.
We'll see. So in summary,
they're not targeting this at me. I'll tell you what.
No. In summary, this is cool. This is not $900 cool though.
Yeah.
I wish there was an edition that like takes out the keyboard completely. Like, I wouldn't mind the tape so much, but I wouldn't pay $400 for it.
Fucking tape.
No, the tape with the in-game pictures on it. That's cool.
Google custom
That part is
tape
cool.
and make your own for cheaper.
I'm sure you can
Why
find an
would
Etsy
I
that's going to
do
have the
that?
same shit.
Why
like,
would I do that when I could pay
why would I make the extra effort?
$425?
honestly,
I don't pay the $400. No.
I feel like a good
Damn
price for this this setup outside of having the keyboard in here would actually be more like I could see it realistically as a collector's item be like $120.
That's what Sephiroth is on the bandwagon here. He says, I'll try everything on tape for you for $425. Yeah. No,
I'll learn how to draw.
just fucking stick figures of zombies and Leon shooting with like his emo hair.
Yeah, his emo hair.
Oh God.
So $900 cool? No. If it was any like maybe 200, 100, maybe yeah, I could probably handle 200 for everything with a figurine and stuff. That's more reasonable than $900, but
Yeah, for
that's
a
just
collector's
me.
item, it's like an expected like dumb crazy amount of money.
But-
Is like
all right.
$200, but not $900. That just seems almost. This is almost as bad as the Assassin's Creed like bust that's made out of gold and shit that they have.
Oh yeah, I
with, like, the
forgot about that.
headphones.
The headphones. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was like a lot of thousands of dollars.
I think it was like 6,000. That
It was
just
a
seems
lot.
right. But
All right,
yeah,
quick question. Do we want to push this back another half hour so we can get everything done, or do you want to focus on something? Do you guys have plans, or
We should focus on something.
all right.
focus on something? Okay.
Yeah.
All
Whatever you
right.
want.
Do you want to just do like a quick once over on QuakeCon, or is that going to be too in depth?
Well, there's like a lot of things with that is the problem. Is the
Right.
It revealed new Doom gameplay. It revealed Fallout 76 information. We could do one thing from that and one thing from Dead Cells, maybe the whole fiasco.
Yeah. We can do that.
Let's just
All right. So yeah,
and
just,
since
yeah,
well,
physically.
since
we
Matt
can go a
actually
little
saw,
bit over. Like it's
okay,
fine.
that's fine.
All right,
Cool. And since
sorry, I was just going to suggest. Did you want to just pick something from QuakeCon that just pops out to you?
Well, I was going to say, since Matt actually watched the Doom gameplay thing, we can talk about that. I mean, Fallout 76 has information about what happens to griefers and stuff. You can like quick read that for 5 minutes. But since Matt actually saw the Doom gameplay, which I unfortunately didn't get a chance to see, I would love to hear about this.
Yeah,
I'm now participating in the podcast for myself instead of just talking in it.
This is not just tape; it's the Maker's lit mixtape.
Check out his SoundCloud here.
Oh God. So yeah, Matt, tell us about Doom Eternal.
Yeah, well, it looks like they've added a grappling hook to a shotgun, which is sick. All the levels seem to have more verticality. They're doing like a weird hub world situation, I think. All the gore kills and stuff like that, they're all new. They brought back some classic monsters from the old Doom and reimagined them, I guess. I mean, honestly, it looks like a great, solid update. It's like Red Dead to Red Dead 2 levels of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard that they were bringing back old monsters to this Doom, like they didn't have them all in the first Doom's 2016 or whatever.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, these guys are back. That's cool. So yeah, that's cool to see, like, what more crazy fucking bullshit that they can bring back from then to now. Because back then it was just like 2D graphics, and now it's like, oh, Jesus, the Beholder looks crazy. Oh God, or if that's what they're called, I can't remember what they're called in the Doom universe.
Now they have suit upgrades, so your suit can shoot like a rocket or a flamethrower. Like they brought back the chain gun.
That's cool.
Did you phone that in?
No. I was just paying attention.
That is also nifty.
That's cool. Need new batteries. But yeah, I mean, the added verticality to the levels and stuff like that look really sick, and having the shotgun be a grappling hook and all that stuff is super sick.
Can you because the only thing I saw was like a GIF of, I guess would be like the last 10 seconds of the video, where basically this demon's roaring out fire, and the Doom guy looks at like some kind of pommel and then like releases like an energy blade. Can you like
that wasn't in the
add some
gameplay
context?
trailer that I watched, unfortunately.
Well,
yeah,
then
they had
never
a
mind.
couple that came out. I watched like the official one.
You're fired. Okay, well, that's fine. That's okay.
It's
That's
a mystery.
Well, at least I
You
watched
didn't
it.
watch the right one, so that's okay.
Oh,
That's
oh,
fine.
I'm
We all
sorry.
make
How many
mistakes.
did you watch?
10 seconds of a GIF.
Better question is how many adventure completes did I get right in a row? Zero. It's inside jokes. If you pay attention to our adventure complete feed, you know. But don't worry about it. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks great. I can't wait.
I need to finish the first one, or Doom's 2016, but it's on the Xbox One, and I can't be bothered to boot that up to play that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play it tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, also on
It's
PC.
like, I know I don't have it on PC. Is the thing I got for Xbox One back before I got my upgraded PC, and I was like,
They're also
No.
doing the multiplayer in-house now. So maybe it'll have good multiplayer.
Fucking. Yes.
oh, that'd be good, because
the other
I know
multiplayer was fucking
was pretty
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Wasn't it designed by Bungie? Or am I thinking about something else?
Doom?
No, the multiplayer.
No.
Who was that
It
handled by?
It was like a Super B studio.
No.
It was like Twin Galaxies or Twin Helix or something.
Yeah, they did some other
Iron
things. Iron Helix?
Iron some it's
Iron
shit.
Galaxy
It was-
Helix Twins?
It might have been Iron Galaxy actually.
I don't know.
Except
Doesn't
for
matter.
us can
It sucked.
sum up Doom in pretty much 2 sentences. Doom is a game made by a crazy old dude on fucking heroin. The game is fucked up. Yeah, it's basically every 12-year-old's power fantasy. If he like ever went to church like growing up, it's like, can I just fight all the demons in hell instead of like pray to God or whatever? I want to
Yeah.
fight them.
This part is
Can I just shoot
boring.
them in the head? Where's
Yeah.
the part where Jesus puts on the suit and kills everybody?
Oh my god, that needs
great.
to be a game now.
It
Jesus
is Doom
is Doom
2016. Good for. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Okay.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Cool.
Damn
And I guess we can
And
go
then
over the Dead Cells thing.
The Dead Cells.
Yeah, FizzCake, why don't you lead this one since you originally
All right.
brought this up?
This is the first time where I've actually like followed a story from the beginning.
He has a 3-part
To
tweet about
now.
this.
Yeah. Give it a few minutes. Okay. Sorry that social manager is checking on time, but she'll have to deal with it. Basically what happened is a man named Philip something. I know like on YouTube his name's Philip with an F, so it's Filip.
Yeah, who spells it like that? Idiots.
Well, super cool YouTubers do. Whoa, change the name a little bit. Anyways, I'll just get through the facts real quick here. Boomstick Gaming, which is a YouTube channel that reviews games and just talks about video game news generally, did a review for Dead Cells a while ago. And then he saw that IGN released a review for Dead Cells as well, since they, I guess Dead Cells just came out into full release. 1.0, full release pretty recently. And almost exactly word for word, the review was the same as his video. And basically Boomstick Gaming released a video showing the comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't even like trying to like hunt
Start
the guy
shit.
down or anything. He was just like, what do I fucking do? Because this is clear plagiarism. What do I do?
Yeah.
So people, like, it blew up on Reddit. It blew up on Reddit, on Twitter, everything all over the place. People can't stop shitting on IGN, which is unfortunate, but whatever.
They kinda
Anyways,
deserve it.
Yeah, well, they wasn't
trying
their
to-
fault.
Well, that's true.
yeah,
Okay.
trying
He
to stick with the
deserves it.
facts. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to stick with the facts right now. But so that happened. IGN fired Philip, and then they said when they took off the review and saying this is not what we do. We're sorry that this happened. We'll release a review further in the future. And then Philip released not an apology video. Like even the fucking hold on, let me get through the facts first. He released a video that says in response to the Dark Cells review. Like that's the video title. It's not an apology. And he's basically in the video, he acknowledges that whatever happened was fucked up and that he takes full responsibility, but he never admits to plagiarism and he never apologized to Boomstick Gaming for stealing their stuff.
Mhm.
What he says to Boomstick Gaming in the video is like
He's like, yeah, he goes on
The
about
crazy
how he has
part-
deep respect for him.
Yeah.
the crazy part is he apologizes to the developers of Dead Cells for being involved, which like they would give a fuck if anything. It's like, oh, people are checking out our video game more. Oh,
And they're
God.
watching multiple reviews about it.
Yeah, it's like nobody would give they wouldn't give a shit. He never apologizes to Boomstick Gaming for stealing his content, and he never admits to it. And that's what everybody's ripping on him for. Is like, you didn't even apologize. You just said whatever happened was pretty messed up, right, guys? I take full responsibility for whatever happened. So that's pretty crazy, right, guys? Okay. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace.
Mhm.
But
And what's even crazy is that he copies the review or whatever for the most part, but then when it comes to other details, he gets blatantly wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's a part in Boomstick's review where he talks about the time doors where you have to get to them in a certain amount of time, but in the dude's review, he says that you have to they open after a certain amount of time, which is just wrong.
It's actually just like the opposite, incorrect in general. Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That is a clear sign that he literally he probably didn't even play the game.
No, he definitely didn't.
And he literally just watched the thing and then was just doing what everyone else does in college or in high school when they don't want to do the assignment, and they just rearrange the words and the sentences and look up synonyms for shit and then just try to make it look like it's different.
Exactly. It's not exactly word for word, but it's exactly what you said. It's like, oh, well, they'll never think about me like, switching a few words around. They'll never suspect that, even though it's the exact same delivery, exact same point, sentence for sentence.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, oh God, I could talk about this for years, but I'm upset because he never apologized. Like, he never apologized. He never admitted that he did anything wrong. And then, like, he gave shit to Kotaku, which, I mean, whatever. But, like, Kotaku was, like, actually hunting down his videos, like, well, let's see what else he did.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he might have stolen content. Well, they have examples and evidence that shows that he did steal content from a Nintendo Life a review of FIFA 18 that was written by a freelancer. And on Twitter, the freelancer like called him out on Twitter after this whole fact was revealed. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude? You stole my shit too? No, stop it. Admit that you stole the shit." And he just
crazy.
refuses to admit it. He refuses to say, "I fucked up, guys. I'm sorry." He just says, the thing happened, whatever it was, who knows what it was. And I take full responsibility for this vague thing, this green screen in the background, whatever this is. I apologize, but I didn't put this green screen up here. Okay.
No.
I didn't take this green screen from another man's house and put it on my house in my wall.
No, of course not.
I didn't
it
do
just,
that.
It
It
got here.
appeared.
But it's messed
got
up
here.
though.
It's fucked up though. Am I right? It's a great
It
green
got
screen though, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
the one thing that I've been kind of waiting to bring up until after we were mostly done with all the fact stuff is this is definitely a situation where the guy deserves to be fired.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about a couple of other situations pretty recently where it's been like, mostly drama related or, and people have gotten fired over stuff and interactions with players and things like that. But this is like legitimately, he absolutely deserves to be fired, and he absolutely deserves to no longer work within this field.
Yeah.
Again,
Well, he won't.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
He's
At this
ruined his
point
entire
in
reputation.
our series, we need to have a segment that says, "Should they be fired?" And then we just go around the corner and say that if they should or should not be.
Right.
Yes, they should be, because his
I'll
job
make a
was
little PNG
to
stamp
have.
that comes up. It says,
Oh no, we have some animated fire come up around the sides.
"Oh yeah, fire."
Not good fire, like just kind of like fucking Microsoft Paint fire GIF animated, yeah.
The clip
just
art.
kind of like it's literally like the fire PNG, but you just slowly raise it up on the sides.
Yeah.
Don't add effects to it or anything. Just
The only effect is that it blinks.
Exactly. I blinked it, so it's fine. But yeah, no, he definitely deserves to be fired only because of the fact that his job is to make reviews that are entirely his own. And the crazy thing is, like, he hasn't even worked there for that long. I think it was like literally like a month or less than a month that he's been there.
Well,
And
what's even nuttier is that the people who had his position beforehand all went on to do great things. One of them works at Nintendo. Like another one, like that position is like blessed.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah,
then he
like I
fucked
saw
it.
some of the Twitter comments. It's like literally like the only defense that people have for him is like, oh, well, he was kind of cool in the Nintendo podcast they had on IGN, but sucks that he's fired, but I mean, this kind of sucks too. Excuse
Just
me.
put your
So,
green screen
whatever.
on fire. I agree.
Burn it all down. So yeah. So yep, definitely fired. It's just crazy that for some reason he didn't think that this would happen. I don't get.
Well,
I don't
think,
get it.
Some of the people on Reddit, they were like, I bet he just contracted this out to somebody, and then they plagiarized the review, and then just gave it to him.
Well, then what does
and
he
then
do for his
published
job?
it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility.
That's why he's like, kind of like, I'm the victim here because I put my trust into
And someone
somebody
else when I probably wasn't supposed
when
to
I
do
should
that.
have done it myself.
Like I'm supposed to do for my job.
Even to that point, he doesn't admit like I hired somebody else to do this for me. He just says whatever happened, whatever this vague curse that happened upon me, I take full responsibility and I apologize. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Also, Boomstick Gaming.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have deep respect for you.
Yeah, I wish nothing but good things for your future, and I hope you ride this wave of popularity for you. That's kind of like a fucking
Yeah,
like
that's
little
Yeah, it's
very
sting.
super
Like,
backhanded.
Super backhanded.
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that guy. Go on, getting more pissed the more I talk about. Oh God.
He's like, oh, I guess I helped you out, gave you a little bump in your SEO.
Yeah.
Hashtag you're welcome. Philip, no, Philip.
It's like he went and he's like, shit, okay, I'm in kind of a pickle right now, right? Let me watch a bunch of other YouTuber apologies and just take some notes, maybe.
Out of all the worst ones.
Out of all the way,
They're
Out
like
of all
Daddy 05.
Daddy 05, Logan Paul, just like all like the really shitty,
All
like
the
bad
shitty
ones.
ones.
And it's like, okay, great. So admit fault, but don't say what it is.
I don't know why my kids
Minimize.
got taken away from me. I don't understand. I only abused them for years on straight. It's just the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. I don't get it, but I do apologize for whatever happened.
Also,
Whatever
fuck
happened to my
Philip
children.
DeFranco.
Yeah. Also, fuck yo, man, dude.
Fuck
I'm
that
s-
guy for bringing up the part that I abused my children for years. Whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's the
that
exact
guy.
same.
There's not video evidence of it. Shit.
Definitely not with millions of views on it. Oh God.
All right. Well, I think that about does it for the podcast.
Yeah, that's
Fizzcake. Why don't you tell people where they can find you and what you're doing?
Oh, well, on the Twitch stuff, you can find me streaming. I'm trying a new schedule out where basically I stream less days but longer hours. So you can catch me Monday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 to 11 p.m. where I'll be playing with people or I'll be doing something beforehand and after the stream. Depends on people's schedule. I'll just do whatever. I'm totally down with just playing stupid games between hanging out with people. Also on Tuesday evenings, we play Into the Veil, which that's for the Con to Complete thing. On Twitter, if I'm super bored, you can catch me there all the time, tweeting about everything, responding to things that nobody asked my opinion for, which is basically 99% of Twitter at the Fizzcake.
And who knows? Maybe in the future you'll find more commentary on journalism and some really in-depth thoughts about situations in the gaming community, like with his 3-part tweet about this.
Or really good jokes.
Are really good jokes. I
really
strongly
good joke.
push. I strongly put. Oh, I thought they were all bangers, but that's okay. That's fine.
No, they're
I
all pretty
guess.
funny. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, I
Matt
thought they were
already
funny. I
said
don't care
it.
what Matt thought.
The word. Okay, well, as long as Spencer likes them, I guess that's okay. but yeah, this is the first case where I've actually followed a story from beginning to. Well, probably not the end. There's probably gonna be more shit about this next week where I'm gonna get more pissed off about. But
Yeah, tweet
catch
me,
me there at-
motherfucker. I dare you.
Well, you can. That's fine. I'm more than happy to talk to people. Like I responded to the whole Ninja not wanting to play with female gamers thing. That's check out my hot takes there at the Fizzcake. Also, YouTube normally has my Adventure Complete episodes on it, but after trying to upload this next episode, I realized that this episode and the episode previous were somehow content complete episodes, even though I swear I downloaded the thing for Adventure Complete.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. It was like I clicked like right by the video, and it's like, okay, click download, okay, and then like when I went to upload the video, it's like these thumbnails only show content complete stuff. What the fuck? So, and normally I go to like the previous episode to like, okay, I'll just copy these details in here.
Yeah.
And change some stuff around. Well, that also had content complete thumbnails too. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So, long story short, I fucked up, but I do have an idea for like a 10-second video, which I'll hopefully make sometime tomorrow and maybe upload sometime this week. But, it's nothing. Don't like, oh my God, it's a new video. It's more like, oh, that happened. Okay. That's cool. Just a fun little joke.
Dude,
I'm
so excited.
dying. Bye.
Don't die. Don't die. No, don't. Stop dying. Don't do it.
I'm saying that's your 10-second video.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Bye.
I'm dead. Bye bye. Other than that, that's it for me. Where can people find you two?
So for us, Neanderthal Gaming TV, on YouTube and on Twitch, it's the same information. It's just Neanderthal Gaming TV. We stream most days, if not every day. And it's usually a variety of games. On Mondays, we're doing Dark Souls 2 with Fizzcake and Coulter. On Tuesdays, we're doing Into the Veil. Wednesdays, we're going to be trying to play Octopath Traveler still. Thursdays, it's probably going to be like Spelunky or something with Coulter and Deanna with Rogue Ridge Gaming. Fridays, of course, it's playing with the guys. So we were talking about possibly doing a party game. Stay tuned for information about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
On the weekends, we are going to be playing Melee in the mornings. And, of course, we have the podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at NeanderthalGTV for information about our videos, or just if you want to see what Matt tweets about, because it goes to his phone.
So, quick question: are you not doing the original Divinity 2 streams anymore? Are you waiting for the enhanced edition or whatever?
Yeah, we're
Is
waiting
that what's going
until
on?
the 31st for the enhanced edition.
Yeah, so we're just going to wait on that. So we'll probably.
I know you said
continue that.
something. Yeah, I know you said something like earlier, but I can't remember. It was on the street on the podcast or
Yeah,
what.
I think we
so.
mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gotcha.
either way, for Content Complete specific information, we got, you can follow us on Twitter at ConComcast. That's where you get information about the podcast, as well as Adventure Complete, which is our role-playing podcast, and Into the Veil, which is where we play weird and unusual games every Tuesday. You can send us ideas and suggestions to contentcompletecast@gmail.com. The podcast goes live at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays at both twitch.tv/ConComcast and twitch.tv/NeanderthalGamingTV. The episodes go live onto our YouTube channel at Neanderthal Gaming TV, and the audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app. Both are released on Wednesday. I'm sorry, that was old news. They're both released on Mondays. So
Just read the script.
We stream.
Read the script.
We stream on Sundays, and it was released the very next day. Any last words or information, dudes?
No, just shout out to Zephyroth for hanging out for the stream. Feel free to.
It gets closer and closer to Sephiroth.
It does. I think that was his
Okay,
intention.
is it Zephyroth? What should I do,
Zephyroth.
Zephyroth or Zephyroth? I mean,
Literally, I just let Spencer read the names first. And
Zephyroth.
XE Froth.
Sephiroth.
Just Zephyroth. I'm pretty sure it's Zephyroth.
Okay, hey Froth, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're frothing at the bit to just watch this content. Feel free to hang out next week or any other time that we're alive.
Yeah. Also, thank you for following our Twitch channel for Neanderthal Gaming TV. It means a lot, man.
Yeah.
But,
Very good.
Yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.